to BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. I'm Terralina, and I'm here with my co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. Want to welcome you to Coffee Talks with the BizChicks. And we have been talking about a fascinating subject, which is revenue recovery. And so we want to continue that topic because so many of us are leaving money on the table that we've already earned. So we're going to get this party started and talk about how to recover that money that you've already earned. So, Fran, let's get to the topic at hand.
Well, now, okay, so we're going to be talking about how small little tweaks will end up in big wins.
Yeah.
Because, there's something in the Bible that talks about the little foxes spoil the vine.
Yes, it does. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if little tweaks will maybe fix the vine so that it's not destroyed, just doing little tweaks, okay? Mm-hmm. So we're glad that you're here today. Those of you who are watching live on the replay on this recording, however you are getting here, sometimes it's not the big pivot, because we're all about pivoting here. If you need to pivot, you pivot. But sometimes it's not the big giant pivot. Mm. It's not the expensive system. It's not the 10-hour strategy session. Sometimes it's just a little shift, and then bam, things start flowing. So we're going to have some fun, and we're going to start talking about the little things that we can do to make your business a little bit bigger.
Exactly. Because, we love hanging out with business women and women who are here building their businesses, serving people, and they're trying to take something and turn it into something magnificent. And we want to help you do that by taking the hassle out of your hustle. So today we're going to talk about something simple, but what did you call it, friend? Powerful?
Yeah. And they're just three.
Go ahead.
Just three of them.
Three things. Okay. Mm-hmm. Small tweaks that can lead to big wins. I like that.
And as we're going along, let us know which one speaks to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tweak number 1. Make it easy to say yes.
Oh my gosh.
Some people want to work with you, but the path is confusing. So ask yourself, can they find what you offer?
Now, you know something? We really take that for granted. Oh, they know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Why not treat every encounter as though it's someone who's never heard of you?
Right. So can they find what you offer easily?
Mm-hmm.
That means you might need to go and see how easy it is to find your product or your service.
Hey, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I because remember when I used to vend, I used to go around to the other side of the table because I wanted to see what the customer's experience was.
Mm-hmm.
So how often do we do that?
We still need to do that. Do they know the next step? So and TJ talks about this a lot. They come to your video, they saw something that you posted, but there's no next step like click here to learn more, do this to sign up or whatever. There was nothing, a call to action, if you will.
Yes.
Many people say something And they make great cookies, and I just made this batch of wonderful chocolate chip cookies with nuts and blah 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 blah. And then people see you baking them. You see the video of how you source the chocolates and the nuts and the everything, and it's mouth watering. It's coming out of the oven. And thank you so much for watching. Then tell them how to get the cookies.
No information on how to get the cookies. We got to inbox you and direct message you and that trying to figure out how do I get these cookies? Oh my gosh.
So is it simple for people to book, order, or contact you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're letting that marinate for a minute because you need to practice your system. You need to go to your system and see how easy it is to get through. Does the phone work?
And the question is, how can people say yes if you never ask them to buy it?
Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, how easy is, because that's where we are. How easy is it for someone to say yes? Again, with the cookie analogy, they love it and they can even smell it because and there's nowhere that says buy now or order here or anything.
Call to order.
Or if it is there, when's the last time you checked to see if it was working? When they click, do they get a 404 error message? Okay, when you go to a website and it says 404, this is not available, whatever.
Error message.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And then some people may go further to try and contact you to let you know about the 404, but most people are going to go find cookies somewhere else.
Absolutely, because it's an impulse buy for starters.
And then confused people don't buy.
Yep. And remember, people can have stuff delivered to their door.
But they want it.
I'm hungry. I've been looking at the video. I'm hungry. I would have ordered it from you, but
the cookies, I don't know how to order. Or when I went in there, got the error message, or you don't deliver, which is a thing. Make it easy for people to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Confused people don't buy, but people who are clear, they do. So drop a yes in the chat if you've ever abandoned a website because you couldn't figure out how to buy.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of us have already been there, and that's why we're talking to you about this, because we've all been there, and we just want to make our experience for for others to be seamless and smooth. They should not have to go through the weeds with a machete trying to get to your cookies.
We want to still be smiling after we see and smell the cookies, because we know we got some coming to us.
Hey, Dr. Tachi. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
And then the second tweak is, now we already just talked to you about the first one, make it easy for somebody to say yes. The second tweak is to follow up like a pro.
Yes. If they bought from you before, they know, like, and trust you because hopefully they had a pleasant experience.
Dr. Tachi said, we're talking about cookies again. Yes, we are.
We love cookies.
A good analogy, because
and it's Girl Scout cookie season. So
although those cookies do not taste good to me, whatever, you're buying them for a cause.
Well, I have a special one that I order, and I only order that cookie because I like it. So it tastes good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So
go ahead. We're on tweak number 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so following up like a pro is where the money is in the bank. People are busy. Life is loud. And sometimes your offer is perfect, but they just forgot. Follow up is not being pushy. Follow up is caring. Hey, you can try saying, just circling back to see if you had any questions. I'd love to support you. I don't know if I said it that way, but just circling back to see if you had any questions. Let me know. That's not pushy. That's just a follow
It's
up.
not. It's not. It shows that you care. Did they get what they needed from the service that you were providing or the product? Do you have any questions about how it works? What good is a phone if you don't know how to turn it on? You know what I'm saying? I sold you the phone and now I'm out. Peace out, Cuddy. You know what I'm saying? So
And so so we're going to ask you all a question. Who here has gotten a business message from a follow up? Who has gotten business from a follow up message? Have you gotten business from just doing a follow up message? I
yes,
have.
I have to.
So I do real estate, and so I would send something out. Hey, just checking to see if you wanted to do, how's everything going? Do you have any questions? How much is my house worth right now? And so I would send out a report. And today, in the age of AI, it goes out automatically. And somebody said, I need to put my house on the market.
Okay.
The follow-up there was this follow-up system, and it notified me, and I talked with the person, and now their house is on the market. But I would not have known that had that follow-up system not been in place.
True. Wow.
Which kind of leads us into tweak number 3.
Oh my goodness.
Use technology that saves time.
Okay.
Dr. Tashi said yes, she sending out a lead magnet, and people followed up.
I love it.
People got back in there and started buying, right? And lead magnets do work. So we're talking about, we love tools here.
Okay.
But we want tools that help you work smart, not hard.
Please. I don't need any harder work going on in my life. Okay. I need something to make it easier, less toil, less pain. Because when I think I'm going to experience pain, I avoid it, Fran.
Right. And we need to think about that in ways our customers do the same thing. So if we can create a system that is seamless, that helps our clients. And so you want tools like AI, scheduling apps, templates, automations, and all these things are not just toys. I remember when the iPhone first came out, that's just a toy. I was like, no, and I wrote an article back then too, way back in 2007, whenever the iPhone came out. It's not a toy, it was a tool, because you can do so many things on it. Literally, a phone is a computer nowadays, and these tools free us up to do things like taking an order or checking in, sending notifications like I just talked about, where I have a system set up where it automatically sends out property updates to my clients automatically, saying your client, your property is worth this, and they can call back in or tweet, say something to me and say, okay, I'd like to know more. Is it a good time for me to sell, or blah, 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 whatever it is. But if the tools and the technology is in place to help free your time, and to handle all of that busy work. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be in the bushes doing that.
Mm, there
Okay.
you go.
You are meant to handle vision work, not be doing all of the grunt work. So here's a question. What's one tech tool you can't live without right now?
Well, I
You're
know a lot of people cannot live without their chat GTP. They are
what?
using it
Yeah,
every day.
right. The more you get to use it, the more you're going like, wait a minute, what was I doing before?
Or this is so much easier and clearer because we may not be the best communicators, or we could communicate better. Um, you know what I'm saying?
I do.
Mhm.
Or maybe some of our students who are using it and learning to use it, they are drafting reports for their departments and utilizing graphs and stats and things, and that would have taken them weeks to put together. It's not taking them weeks any longer. They're putting things together in a matter of hours, and it frees you up to go do more important work. Not that the other part wasn't important, but it was, you don't have to struggle. What did you say? Toil?
Yeah, toil and pain. I don't need either one of those.
Mm-mm.
Oh
So
my,
those are the three tweaks. One, make it easy for somebody to say yes. Two, follow up like a pro. Three, use technology that saves you time. Now, some technology does not save time. If it takes so much time for you to learn it, you got to go back to school for 4 years to learn it. We're not talking about that. We're talking about actual technology that saves you time.
okay, you know what? Here's another thing we need to talk about. Let's talk about mindset. Um, because that's the heart of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be perfect. You need to just keep improving. Small cheek tweaks like consistent action. You know, keep at it. Keep contacting your people. Keep letting them know how they can use your services easily. Give yourself some grace. Grace for yourself along the way. You know, okay, you haven't communicated in a while. It's okay. And remember, profit is a skill, and you really can learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And
When
then,
you were
go
oh
ahead.
when you were talking about grace, and maybe you haven't had a conversation with your clients in a while, you can
Hmm.
do a let me reintroduce myself campaign.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, we haven't been in communication in a while. Our bad. We just wanted to reintroduce ourselves and say hi. If there's anything that you need, anything that we can assist with, we are here. And you just getting to know, it's just like being reacquainted with an old friend. You just go
There you
back
go.
and do it again, and then do
Mhm.
better with the communication, because sometimes people are not communicating with us, and but somebody has to start the talk, somebody has to start the process.
There you go.
Hmm.
Wow. So give yourself some grace, and it's okay to back it up and come at this from your heart. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to get it out there so that people know what's going on and to have how to be, what do you call it, engaged as a customer. Make it clear, make it plain, make it easy.
So here's a tiny homework for you. For this week, choose one. How many did we say? We said
no.
one. Either simplify one process.
Let me make a suggestion here. I suggest that the process that you start with to simplify is for your customers can pay you. Because we come across this all the time when we're helping clients. They only have one way to take payments. They don't want to change. They don't want to expand. They've got their personal and their business accounts meshed. And there's no way to separate them. And so everything's going in and they don't know how much they made because they're spending it as quick as it comes in. Simplify your process for how you take payments, expand it. What are some of the options that have happened since the last time you got a processor? People can actually tap your phone now. They don't necessarily need to swipe anything. Most people have their cards on their phone now. Have you tweaked your payment system so that you can accommodate that? Can they Venmo you? Can they Cash App you? Can they Apple Pay you? Make it easy for people to pay you.
Dr. Tati says, yes, why I'm paying you for major services. She wants to know, why am I paying you for major services through Cash App?
People are online. I don't know if it's necessarily major payments, but they may buy a t-shirt, they may buy something at a vending table.
Let me address Dr. Tachi's statement. One of the reasons is if you have Square payment processing, Square, you can send an invoice, and one of the payment options is Cash App. Okay. They know people want to use that. Oh, believe me, they're tracking it too, just so you know. But that person, the person that is paying you for that major service can pay you with Cash App through Square. You can send an invoice and it gives you options. Do you want ACH, Square? It doesn't say Zelle or PayPal. I think PayPal might be on there, but it gives them all the ways people are learning to pay. So more and more payment processors are opening up that avenue because people want to use those payments. Now, I still need to look into Stripe. Stripe might also be doing that because they see that other people are getting, paid for that. And let's see what this comment. Yes, true, but she's saying, okay, someone who does major services and Cash App is the option, not through Square.
Yeah.
Oh, so what she's talking about is somebody who doesn't have Square or any other payment processor. They only have Cash App.
They're only using Cash App. Cash App me for landscaping your building.
Right. Not using a regular
system,
a more traditional system. Because and if I hear what Dr. Chachi is saying, a more legitimate system.
The implication, yeah.
And yeah, so and she was speaking on the person who's offering the service only taking Cash App. Yeah, Cash App should not be your only process.
Correct. We might give them the side eye. Okay.
And I agree. If it's some major, like if you're re-roofing my house, I'm not paying you on Cash App. You
Okay.
better send me an invoice because I need to track this payment.
I need to track you. Okay. So I don't know if it's good till I get a good hard rain. Okay. Or snow or whatever. Okay. Uh,
So what we're saying is simply choose one of these for the week. Either simplify one process
mhm.
or follow up with 3 people.
Mm. Make the
These are
call.
small.
Send the text.
Mhm.
Communicate.
Or you can try one new tool. Just one. Don't try them all. We're hearing about so many tools that can do
Mm.
so many things. Pick one that you want to try. Just one.
And let me tell
Maybe
you, that one will be having updates and changes. It's going to be enough for you to keep up with.
maybe you learn one new thing your phone already does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm.
I'm this right for me. I'm learning how to um, log my conversations and log so I have a log. Let me tell you how this started for me. One, I watch Star Trek, and I
Mhm.
always hear Stardate. Wait, Captain's log, Stardate, blah blah blah. Well, they're given a log of so that they can go back as a way to remember what took place, and it's a documentation of what took place for that day.
Mhm.
Well, I met a guy who's very wealthy. He's a real estate developer and an attorney, if I'm not mistaken. On his library wall, he had journals, handwritten journals like 1969, 79, 89. Each red journal is on the shelf
Mhm.
where he had documented conversations and things because he knew that if he ever had to go to court or if he ever needed to refer back, he could go to 1969, pull that off the shelf, go to a particular date, and it was logged what
Mhm.
transpired and what took place. Well, he's a CEO. I'm thinking, I need to be logging my conversations. I need
Mm.
to log what transpired. So I'm not asking myself now, what happened 2 days ago? What did we say to this person? What did me and Terry talk about?
Mhm.
There's a log for it. And if we ever have to go back to the log, we are now not trying to remember things. Some people call it a journal, and I'm not talking about, oh, what will I manifest today? I'm not talking about that type of journal. I'm talking about keeping a daily business journal where
Mhm.
you're logging your conversation. Now, there are some CRMs that do this where you can go in and whatever conversation you have with the client, you immediately talk with Andy about a new roof. He's going to purchase the roof and blah blah blah, right? So you just log that.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
can do that, and you can follow up with maybe you have a meeting and you want to know who said what in the meeting. You log it. And it seems CEOs think differently than hobbyists.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm.
And as a hobby, we don't know because we talk to a lot of clients, Terry, that tell, okay, so how, when you did your vending, how many people did you take names and phone numbers? Oh, no, I just sold them a t-shirt and you don't have a name, you don't have a phone number, you
Mhm.
don't have an email, you have nothing because you're thinking hobby mode versus CEO
Mm.
mode.
Mhm.
All of that to say, My one tool is a app that's on my phone for me to log my conversations. So you can use your voice recorder on your phone
Mm-hmm.
and just begin to log every conversation or log whatever it is. Okay, project BizChicks. Today we talked about the small tweaks of what you can do in business. And that's it. That's the log, right? So your phone has the date and time on it. It makes the log easy. You don't have to remember what star date it is. You just just put the log on there. Or project real estate. Got an appointment to do a final walkthrough today at blah, blah, blah. Project. And you begin to act like a CEO, but my one tool is to use my log.
Okay.
So I can remember. I don't have to keep all of that here. I was like, oh, this is good. And it's on here.
There you go.
I don't have to. The tool is in my hand.
At all times. Your file cabinet is on your person.
And if somebody ever says, well, we said we were going to do blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute, let me check. I can go back to the log. No, we decided to do this instead of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in my log. So that's my one tool that I'm working on this week. Find something that works for you. One tweak. This one, I don't know if it sounded complicated or not. I just was telling a little story because for me, having that helps me keep my thinking clear.
Yes. So you don't have to store everything up there all at the same time. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we want you to know that these small steps will move you forward. So, I'm the cheerleader in the group. So I want you to know that we are cheering for you. You're smart, you're capable, woo-woo, and you're building something beautiful. So, let us help you take the hassle out of your hustle and make complicated ideas simple. We can do that together. And we want to remind you that we now are in the revenue recovery business with you. And if you'd like to book an appointment, we have our QR code on the screen. We'd love to help you find more money in your business and help you find the tools that will help it manifest even quicker. Mm-hmm. So with that, we want to remind you, if you'd like to become a part of BizChicks, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can go to bizchicks.net. We are here for you, taking the hassle out of your hustle with revenue recovery and all of your tech needs. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.